Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for December 31st, 2020. This is the rune Algiz. Now, Algiz is the rune of protection. It is the rune that gives us the space to act and to react, knowing that we are protected. It is the rune that allows us to go through these hard times and yet stay focused on the fact that they are all happening for a reason and that we are protected while we go through it. I also pulled my friendship rune. This was given to me. It's actually just a stone. It was given to me by a friend many, many years ago, and I always keep it in my rune bag, my little rune baggie that is so beat up that I got in 1993. And this stone always says to me, yes, Kitty, always says to me that you are surrounded by protection. You are surrounded by friends on both sides of the veil. So in this reading, it's really speaking about tough love. This entire reading is about giving yourself some tough love and pointing out to you something that needs to shift as we move into the new year. We have a tendency to hold on to pain from the past and get stuck in it. And we will replay it over and over and over again. And especially because there's so much emphasis on shadow work. There's so much emphasis on digging into your shadows, on the dark night of the soul, on going through these hard times. But what often happens when we do that is that we don't actually quite understand how to move through it, and we get stuck in it. We get stuck in the pain, we get stuck in the emotion, we aren't able to pull the lesson because we are personally connected to the pain that happened. We are still feeling the pain and the exhaustion and the hurt and the betrayal that we may have been carrying around with us for 5, 10, 20 years, 30 years, depending on how old you are. We get stuck in the emotions of the heartbreak. We get stuck in the emotions of the pain, and we exhaust ourselves. We exhaust ourselves in it, and we end up sitting in the dark, spinning in circles and not able to get out because we were trying to do shadow work without actually having an exit strategy. Because we dig into these shadows from our past, we dig into these painful things in our past, but sometimes we don't bring the tools to change them. I have a video on my other page that is healing with time travel. I may have put it on one of the playlists here, but I have several playlists here on this YouTube channel that talk about emotional change, emotional shifting, emotional healing, healing from pain, healing from the past, healing through forgiveness. You have 3 swords in this reading. 3 swords, the 4 of swords, the 3 of swords, and the 9 of swords. So 50% of this reading is about the pain that you are carrying. This is a wake-up call for you. This reading is a wake-up call for you to start to let go of that pain, to start to heal that pain, to stop resisting the change. Because often what happens is we carry pain about a situation because of our perspective on it. We take it personally if somebody hurt us, and we use that to either continue to punish them, to replay it in our minds, and to hurt ourselves over and over again. If it still hurts us, then it's still happening. All time happens all the time. So if somebody hurt you 10 years ago and it still hurts when you think about it, they are still hurting you today. When we look at these spaces, we have to be able to shift our perspective. Number one, we can't take it personally. What somebody did to you is not about you. And I know that sounds ridiculous for some of you. What somebody did to you is not about you. It's about them. It's about the pain that they're in. It is about what they are going through. It is about their reaction to it. And it may not make any sense to you, but that's because you didn't live the life that they lived. You lived a completely different life. You lived a life where you reacted the way that you reacted, and they lived a life where they react the way that they reacted, and they treated you the way that they were treated, or the way that they understand. Oh my goodness. This little ghost kitty is giving my cats a workout today. Oh my goodness. For those of you who don't watch me all the time, and I'm holding the death card, which is very interesting. For those of you who don't watch me all the time, I have a little ghost entity or a little otherworldly entity in my house that likes to mess with my cats. And it will run from room to room, but then it runs through a wall, and my cats will literally try to run into the same wall. They will run head first into the wall, hit their heads like on the wall. They try to dig behind the couch because it goes through the wall behind the couch and you can't get behind the couch. So, and it seems to like to do it while I'm live on camera, like to say, hey, I'm here. So I acknowledge you, little thing that is wandering around my house, messing with my cats. I acknowledge you. I see you. I see you. So these experiences from our past that we are holding on to, we have to look at them differently. We have to heal them. We have to shift them. We have to transform them. We cannot just get stuck in the pain. We cannot just get stuck in the heartbreak. We cannot just lay down and give up when we're in that level of pain. We cannot just give up. We have to use the tools that our universe gives us. We have to use empathy, forgiveness, and unconditional love to shift this. And if you have problems with that, I have an entire video, a YouTube page full of videos on it, but I'm also starting a course about navigating your awakening. And there is a free component to this course, and the free component is called Unleash Your Light. And Unleash Your Light is all about giving you the simple tools. And you already have the tools. It's not like anything special. It's just simple things that you can do in your everyday life to overcome this emotional stuff from your past. And that's going to be 100% free on my Patreon. I will be sure to share the information here when it comes up, as well as on my TikTok if you found me from TikTok, and on Facebook if you happen to be one of my Facebook friends. You guys are so amazing. I am so grateful to be here. And know that you are not alone in any of this pain. Don't beat yourself up for it, but give yourself a little bit of tough love and say, hey, get out of the pity pool, get out of the pity party, and let's fix this shit. Let's fix this shit in the coming year, because everything has shifted. Everything has changed. The Great Conjunction happened, and we have the opportunity to change things in a much bigger way, in a much easier way, and things are going to stick. You are beloved, you matter, and you are so very loved.